Hey guys, welcome back to the Wesleys. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to sublimate a t-shirt. And if you are a beginner or new to sublimation, this video is specifically for you. I hope it's helpful for you, and if it is, give me a big thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, I hope that you will subscribe. We have a lot of sublimation tutorials on our channel, so if you guys are wanting to get more into sublimation, we have all types of videos. Today I just wanted to show all the beginners how to sublimate a t-shirt. I'm going to make it as easy and simple as possible. So first I'm going to tell you what all you're going to need. You're going to need a sublimation printer, or it can be just a printer that you can convert into a sublimation printer. The printer that we have and that we recommend is the Epson 15000. The reason that we recommend this printer is because you can actually just buy your sublimation ink and pour it directly into the sublimation printer or into the printer. With other printers, you do have to convert the printer, but with this Epson 15000, super simple just to fill up the cartridges, very easy to do, and way less mess than having to convert a printer. You'll first want a printer that you can convert, or like I said, the Epson 15000. And another reason why we recommend the 15000 is because it does print out a 13x19 print. So if you're wanting to print out a large print for a t-shirt, the other printers print out 8.5x11. For t-shirts, we do like to have a 13x19 printer. The sublimation ink that we do use currently is the Cosmos ink. There are other inks that we'd like to try out, such as the Hippo ink. There's a lot of different other inks that are recommended. I will try to leave some links down below for you guys, so you guys can find our exact printer, the ink, and sublimation paper. The next thing that you're going to want is a heat press. Our heat press is the Knights DKS Digital Knights Swinger. It is a 16x20 press. We do recommend getting a 16x20 press because a smaller press is going to limit you on press size, obviously. A 16x20 press is perfect for pressing a t-shirt, obviously larger things like canvases, pillows, and blankets. The next thing I would recommend is a large roll of butcher paper. This paper is going to be used for when you go to press your item or your t-shirt. It is so much cheaper just to buy a big roll of butcher paper. It can be found at Sam's, or I can also link it down in the description if you guys are wanting to order off Amazon. Anything that you order from our links to Amazon down below, we do get a small commission, so we do appreciate when you guys order from there. It's no extra cost to you, just the regular pricing. We just get a small commission. Next thing that you're going to need is obviously a t-shirt, specifically a 100% polyester t-shirt or 60% or more polyester content. This is a 100% polyester t-shirt. You can order a cotton feel t-shirt. This one is more of a sport or athletic feel. This is actually a cool performance t-shirt. It feels like an Under Armour t-shirt or workout material. And we do have some of those in our store if you guys want to check down below in the description. The first thing that you're going to want to do is preheat your press to 380. And we're going to be pressing our t-shirts at 380 for 50 seconds. A lot of people press at 400 degrees, but our press does get pretty hot, so we like to press at 380 for 50 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to the press and pre-press it. Since I'm just pre-pressing, I'm just going to use this piece of Teflon. You can just use the butcher paper too, but I don't want to waste any butcher paper. I'm just going to press with this piece of Teflon at 380 just for a few seconds. Next, you'll want to fold your t-shirt in half and press it while it is folded in half. And that is just to make sure that you are finding the center of your t-shirt and getting your image pressed exactly in the middle. Since the material likes to sag in the middle on bigger shirts, we like to fold to the back instead of the front, just so that your material isn't sagging and wrinkling in the front. Right here, I have it folded in half. The front is on this side, facing you. I'm gonna press this just for a few seconds to get that nice middle crease. As you can see, there is our center of the t-shirt. Now we have a nice line to center our image. Now I'm on my computer and I'm going to show you guys how I print out my prints for sublimation. I did buy this file on Etsy. You guys can also purchase different ones on Etsy as well. Some people just download them from Google, but I do like to purchase from small stores on Etsy. This file does come with a JPEG, PNG, and SVG file. For sublimation, you can use a JPEG, PNG, or SVG as long as your image has a white background, unless your image has like a background that you want to be printed out. I'm going to go ahead and click on each of these so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So for a JPEG, you see it has a white background. That is fine when you're doing sublimation because the white isn't really going to print out. Your sublimation printer does not print out white ink, so that is okay if it does have a white background. This is a PNG, it has no background on it. So of course it's not going to print out a background, it's just going to print the colored area. And this is the SVG, this is a cut file. So if you are trying to use your Cricut, this is for like vinyls or like a print and cut that you can use on your Cricut or on your Cameo. But today we are focusing on sublimation, but you can really just use any of these files, JPEG, PNG, or SVG. Today we are just going to go with the JPEG, and I'm going to quickly show you guys how I print this out. And like I say in all of my videos, we do not use any fancy software or printer profiles. You're just going to be in your image preview. So right here you see this is the JPEG. I have this image selected. We're going to go right up here to File, Print. This drop box is going to automatically come down. We use the Epson 15000 Series 3. Default settings, copies 1, pages all, paper size. We're going to be using 13 by 19, which is the Super BA3. Super BA3 is 13 by 19. Orientation is vertical. You're going to use this button often. It is like a little drop box. So right now on preview, you're going to turn off auto rotate. We can scale down because this is a 13 by 19 and that image is huge. Click right here and turn the percentage down to like about 110. For this video, I'm going to go to 120 just to show you guys how big this printer will print out. Copies per page 1. Click this button again, this little drop box button. Media quality, best. Click that button again. Layout. And with sublimation, you always want to flip horizontally so that your words are not backward. That is super important. Go ahead and click that button again. Go to paper handling. This always comes up to collate pages. I don't really click off of that. Then I always click scale to fit paper size, just so that it kind of knows what size paper I'm using. Super BA3. And then you click that button again. Cover page, watermark, supply levels, we don't even mess with. Check layout one more time. Flip horizontal, preview, 120%. And that's all the settings that you're going to be doing over here on the computer. This is our Epson 15000 printer. With a 13 by 19 paper, it does feed through the back. The 8.5 by 11 feeds through the bottom tray. This is the ASUB sublimation paper that we use. The 125G is recommended. We did try the 120G and it didn't come out as well. Definitely go with the 125G 13 by 19 ASUB paper. And this is what the paper looks like. And this box comes with 110 sheets. And like I said, I will be linking this sublimation paper in the description of this video if you guys want to purchase this paper. You can also get the 8.5 by 11 paper if you guys are wanting to sublimate something smaller. And I told you guys earlier that the Epson 15000 is super easy to set up and refill. And this is exactly why right here. You're not having to replace cartridges. You're literally just pouring your sublimation ink right into those cartridges that this printer comes with. In other printer setups, you will see in those videos that they are having to replace chips and do all this crazy converting. But with this Epson 15000, this is so much easier, way less mess. Definitely recommend purchasing this printer. And this printer is in high demand, so if you're having a hard time looking for it, I would definitely pre-order and just wait on it to come in. And everybody has said that it is definitely worth the wait. So be sure to go order your Epson ET15000 as soon as possible. And normally your print looks a little bit faded when it comes out of the printer, and that is okay because when you go to press, the colors are still going to come out vibrant. It just looks a little faded because the ink is sinking into the paper. It came out so nice. I always love seeing how the print comes out. I do like to let my print sit for a couple of minutes just to kind of soak in the ink and to keep me from smudging or smearing any of the ink. Now that the ink has dried a little bit, you're going to want to fold your image in half so you can find the center of the image. Folded it with the good side out. Fold it in half like this and pull it and pinch it to find the center. Do the same thing on the bottom. It's falling. There's your crease for the top and the bottom. And now you can match those crease lines with the lines on your t-shirt that you made when you pressed it. And now it's the fun part. Let's head over to the press. And you guys can still see the center line on the t-shirt that we made. You're going to take your paper and line up those crease lines with the center of that t-shirt. So flip your image over, line up this crease line with the crease in the t-shirt that you made. And then through the paper, you can see where your image starts. And then you can see the top of the collar. You want your image to start 4 or 5 fingers down from the collar. So you can just measure like this, or you can measure with a ruler 4 inches down from the collar. So here is the start of your image. And you go to the top of the collar and go 4 inches down. So that's actually perfect, 4 inches right here. 4 to 5 fingers down from the collar. Oops, I forgot one thing. You guys, I forgot to put my paper down. You do want to get a piece of butcher paper, and I will show you guys the roll of butcher paper in a minute. You want to put a piece of butcher paper down so you don't get any inks on your press. Then you want to get another piece of butcher paper and put it inside of the shirt so that you don't have any inks going to the back of the t-shirt. Just putting this piece of paper up inside the shirt just to keep it from getting ink in the inside of the shirt or onto the back. I'm gonna go ahead and realign this. Put another piece of butcher paper over that. And then we're gonna press at 380 for 50 seconds. You wanna move slowly and carefully so you don't move your paper or your picture to avoid smudging or smearing. You want to remove your paper and your picture carefully and slowly so you don't have any smearing. Just pick it straight up. I'm going to let this paper sit here and cool off for a couple minutes, and then we will remove it. You don't have to really let it sit, but just don't want it to smear or anything like that. Then you want to remove your paper nice and smooth. Just pick it straight up carefully as possible to avoid any smudging or smearing. Now you can see on this A-sub paper that it picked up a lot of the ink, or most of the ink. You guys can see how vibrant it came out. I really love this SVG. Once again, I did buy it on Etsy. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know down in the comments how you like this image. Subscribe if you guys want to see more tutorials. Alright guys, and that is the end of today's tutorial. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully it was helpful for you. We have a lot of other DIY tutorials coming out, especially with sublimation. Our next video is actually going to be a tie-dye sublimation. I will be tie-dye sublimating this t-shirt right here. Since the 4th of July is coming up, I am going to tie-dye the American flag on this t-shirt. So if you guys do want to see that video, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when we upload that next video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each of you, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.